Hey, this is Peter. Welcome back to another episode of Nautophilia. Thought we'd take some time today to take a look at some of the safety equipment my crew and I will be using on our way out to Hawaii. So stick around and see what we'll be doing. Of course, you never want to go offshore without a well-built life jacket. This one's from West Marine. It's inflatable, so it's a little more comfortable to wear than a padded jacket. Also has an integrated harness that I can connect a tether to. That connects to the jack lines up on deck. And this one, I've added some thigh straps to it, so that if it does have to inflate, if I'm in the water, it doesn't ride up around your neck and cut off your ability to breathe and float properly. Of course, an essential piece of equipment for every offshore voyage is an EPIRB. It's an emergency device that when thrown in the water is activated and contacts a satellite. It's said that nobody stays in the water longer than 18 hours these days because of satellite EPIRBs. Let's hope we don't have to use it. Every boat is required to have at least one flotation device. In this case, we've got a horseshoe that can easily be unclipped and cast off. As soon as somebody would go in the water, you absolutely throw this first so that they have something to grab and help them float. I've also equipped my boat with the Life Sling, which is a flotation device that's tied to a self-floating line. You can throw it overboard, they can grab it, you turn the boat around and circle them, easily bring somebody back on deck. Another safety item is the SOS Dan Buoy. You can always keep it on a fid pin right here at the base of the mizzen mast. You can just grab it, throw it overboard to someone who's potentially gone overboard, and it self-inflates, becomes a big flag as well as a ring for them to hang on to, and a stabilizing anchor. So it helps keep them in one place, so you can turn around and pick them back up. Piece of emergency equipment is our throwing line. It's easy enough to just unclip at that top line, throw overboard, self-deploys, someone can grab it, can haul them back on. Of course, the line floats to make it easy for them to grab it. Here we have jack lines, run fore and aft. It's that yellow 1-inch strap, goes all the way to the bow. It's still out because of going offshore this past weekend. And if you have to go forward on deck, you always tethered in. And at night, definitely always tethered in, even if at the helm. Recently had my life raft repacked, getting ready for the pack cup. It's supposed to unpacked every 3 years. Been a couple more years than that for mine. But this is an 8-person life raft. We only got 3 people on this voyage, so hopefully we won't have to use it. But if we do, hopefully we'll have plenty of room. Just deploy it, throw it overboard, self-inflating, and it's always tethered to the boat. Then on top we see a little tool Steve bought for me a couple years ago. It's a deployment ladder. You can attach to the stanchions and throw overboard. Helps people climb back on board in the event they should go over. Again, haven't had to use it, but if we do, we're going to keep it on deck. The boat needs to have at least one line that can go all the way to the water. In this case, it's our spinnaker line. It can easily go into the water, help somebody climb back overboard if they need to, if you're not using the spinnaker. If you are using the spinnaker, well, have a backup secondary line. It's the uphaul for the boom. That one can also go all the way to the water. And years ago, I installed a metal hook on the end that can help haul somebody back on board. Just have to unclip it and deploy it. And of course, one of the things you never want to be without is a good set of foulies, fall weather gear. Not going to put those on today as it's a little warm here in the bay, but want to make sure that we all have those ready for the trip, along with a good headlamp. At night, always keep a red light on so as not to mess up your night vision, but it helps you see the instruments, see you on the deck when you got to get things done. With that, hope you have a good time and happy sailing. We'll catch you next time on Nautophilia.